A lot of people are nervous and scared to talk about finances, but not me. In today's video, I'll explain exactly why I invest in rental real estate. Hello and welcome back. My name is Dr. Bobby. Of course, you already know I am a board-certified anesthesiologist, and on this channel, we talk about all things education, motivation, and personal finance delivered to you in an easily understandable and relatable fashion. And as you can see, I am recording from a different location. I am off work and I'm super happy about it. I have spent the past 6 weeks working in a COVID ICU and in the operating rooms in New Hampshire, and I'm super happy to have an opportunity to talk to you in my home. So this will be a treat for me. In today's video, I'm going to talk about another one of my passions. I'm super aware that there are a large cohort of people who follow me that are pre-health students, pre-medical students, folks who are in medical school, residents, and practicing physicians. But there's probably an equally, if not larger, cohort of people who watch these videos who are not in medicine. And to you, I'd like to say that we are a lot more alike than we are different. And we all are concerned about our finances. We are concerned about ensuring that we're saving as much as possible, that we are actually being good stewards over the things that we've been blessed with. And today I wanted to take an opportunity to connect with you and to talk with you about something that I'm super passionate about. In 2016, I started investing in rental real estate, and I believe that it can absolutely be a life-changing way for many people to develop other streams of income, mainly passive income, and can also be a great tool to increase the amount of generational wealth that we're going to be able to leave for those who come behind us. So I like to delve into that. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video because I will actually show some before and after shots and video of one of my rental properties that's currently being turned over for a new tenant. So make sure that you watch until the end of the video. Now, before we get too deep into the conversation about rental real estate, I like to say, obviously, I am not a financial advisor, and I'm only going to talk to you about this from my opinions and my experience in dealing with real estate. So please take everything you hear as just my opinion, and if you have more of a concern in regards to if this will fit your financial situation, please consult a financial advisor and also do your own research. It's important for you to take the opportunity to learn how to evaluate rental properties, to learn how to ensure that you're making sound investments, and to be a really good steward over what it is that you have been blessed with. So please take the opportunity to do your research before you actually jump into the pool of rental real estate. Now let's get into it. So just like many of you, I grew up in a household where money was not plentiful. I grew up in a single family household, and my mother worked really hard to ensure that we had all the things that we needed in life. So when I became an anesthesiologist and I did receive that big boy check, I was very reticent and very concerned in ensuring that I was being a good steward over my finances and not doing anything irrational to jeopardize all of the investment that I had taken at that point. So quite naturally for me, I was a bit more conservative in my approach to investing in real estate. So for the first few years of me becoming an attending, I was super nervous about actually taking the first step. So I spent a lot of time analyzing. So I developed what you call analysis paralysis. And analysis paralysis in a nutshell is basically learning all there is to learn about a topic and coming across deals that could potentially be great, and then talking yourself out of them, or being in a situation where you have analyze the numbers so much to where someone just comes and snatches the deal. So for me, prior to 2016, I was completely paralyzed with the fear of making a mistake. Now, obviously it's important to make sure that you do your research prior to getting into this field, but once you have gotten enough information to learn how to evaluate rental properties, to learn how to ensure that you're making a sound investment from multiple standpoints, I think it's important for you to go ahead and realize that you start by starting. So for me, I took that plunge in 2016 and I have not looked back. So after I took the time to learn a lot about real estate, I really wanted to ensure that I was doing the right thing and that I was investing in real estate for the right reasons. And here are a few reasons why I decided that investing in rental real estate was for me. So I think the first big reason that I decided to invest in rental real estate particularly was cash flow. So for those of you who aren't aware, cash flow is essentially the amount of money that's left over in a rental property after you've paid all the expenses. So basically, when you invest in rental real estate, you are buying an asset that is essentially paying you. Every month you get a certain level of profit that is akin to a dividend if you were investing in the stock market, and essentially money that goes into your pocket for taking the risk on the investment. And assuming you buy appropriately, you should be in a situation where you are cash flowing every month. So cash flow is a super great benefit from investing in real estate. The second big reason that I decided to invest in real estate stems around appreciation. Assuming you're buying in the right areas and you're doing the right things in terms of evaluating properties before you actually pull the plug on a purchase, you will be buying a property that requires some level of a renovation or is poised to appreciate in value over the years that you own it. So essentially what appreciation is buying a property at a lower value and then selling it at a higher value down the road. Appreciation can come secondary to restaurants being put in the area, a Walmart coming down the street, a Chipotle going down to the corner. More development in the area typically drives appreciation. So I also decided to invest in real estate because I knew that if I bought in the appropriate areas that I could potentially benefit from appreciation. So I also decided to invest in real estate because it's a super tax savvy way to invest your money. Of course, you know, real estate is only one aspect of my investments. I invest in the stock market in a very diversified manner, but investing in real estate allows for a lot of tax advantage and tax savings because you're essentially able to write off depreciation of your property over the life of the property, which, if you can believe it or not, you can depreciate your property over almost 28 years. So if you could imagine being able to ratchet back some of the profits that you've made on your property over an extended period of time, decreases the amount of taxes that you pay. So it's a really great opportunity to get the cash flow initially and then be able to recoup some of that by not having to pay all of the taxes that you otherwise would have to pay if it were earned income. And probably another huge reason that I decided to invest in real estate was because it's a huge net worth and generational wealth building tool. There isn't more land being produced, so the more land and properties that you own, the higher your net worth and the more that you will have to leave to your children and your family when you're gone, so that your family can have a running head start in being able to continue in a prosperous direction. So I think that investing in real estate is a prime opportunity to be able to give your family the head start that's necessary in order for them to ensure their success for themselves and for future generations. So now that you've heard some of the positives about rental real estate, please understand that there are some drawbacks, which I'll get into in another video if you want me to. So if you find value in this, please go down in the comments and let me know if you want me to do more videos about real estate, because this is really just a surface video as to why I invest, but it is in no way a comprehensive video for all of the positives and all of the negatives that you can encounter. So if you like videos like this, please let me know in the comments so that I can continue to go in this direction. Probably one of the biggest resources that I used in my quest for more information and education surrounding learning how to evaluate rental properties and learning how to ensure that I was making a sound investment really stemmed around the Bigger Pockets community. I will put the link down in the bio, but essentially think of Bigger Pockets sort of like Facebook. It's a really great resource and a composite repository of information and articles that really go from the very beginning in terms of deciding where you want to invest all the way to really evaluating the numbers to ensure that you aren't making a mistake with your money. So I will include the links and the resources that I've used to learn and educate myself about rental real estate down in the description box. All right, well, I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to allow me to sort of talk about why I invest in rental real estate. And again, this is not a comprehensive video, but I am sort of exploring different routes and different types of topics to sort of figure out exactly what you guys would like for me to talk about more. So if you found value in this, please drop me a comment and let me know that you want to hear more about real estate, that you want to hear more about evaluating properties, that you want to hear more about other types of projects that I have going on, because I do have some other things that I will eventually like to share with you guys, but I want to know if you actually want me to. So drop down, give me a comment, please like, share, and subscribe to the content. And as promised, I am including some before and after photos of one of my rental properties. And I'll get into the story of why this place is turning over at a different point. But stay tuned, you'll see some before and after footage from this video. I've enjoyed doing this. Again, thank you for going on this journey with me, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.